Kerrigan, where do we have him?
Kerrigan suffers from the early game, except not really, because you can get shot by laser, pop a worm, enter worm, laser shoots the worm, get out and fight.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
At what point did you remember Burrow exists for Kerrigan?
Oh, I know she. I burrow her when I'm using not for myself, but yeah, I know she has burrow, but I forget to use it.
I actually remember to use Burrow and Kerrigan. I actually remember Burrow and Kerrigan when I misclick Burrow, and all mates are like, why am I not attacking? Oh, I'm burrowed.
Usually that's it.
Yes. Anyways, that's another way to break the laser drill. If you're not somewhere where Amon has detection, you just kind of hide in the floor.
Yeah, and then I think I use just P2 plus Ultralisks, and then you'll eventually mow everything down. So it's still you probably need a few extra queens early on before you so you don't die. So I put her in B. Still have to work, but it's not that hard.
You put him on the same tier as Han and Horror?
I don't think Han Hoarder is bad.
What do you think, Sticksbender?
Hmm.
I'm actually thinking A, but what do you think, Sticksbender?
Yeah, I feel like Kerrigan's pretty good here. I could definitely see her in A, and also I still agree with you. If like you're sure Han Horner's not bad, but yeah, I feel like Kerrigan should probably be A capable here, because, well, again, one, she has Burrow, so she can break laser drill with that. Two, she has quite a lot of access to being able to just jump away, because she can do it twice in a row, unlike Elrak, who can only do it once in a row. Without P2, it does become a lot harder. Without either P2 or P3, you want one of those because you want to have the long range to fight Amon's long range. You want to be able to be like, you know what, Amon, I'm also long ranged. Deal with it. So I would say that she's like A tier with P2 and P3, and then B tier with P0 and P1. P1 would be like low B because not having worms is awful.
Yeah, I was thinking that I would just get enough Mega Worms that okay, Laser Drill, keep shooting, Laser Drill, keep shooting.
Notably, the laser drill, once it locks onto something, it doesn't retarget unless it loses vision of that, even if it was something that doesn't have an attack.
Yeah. Keep shooting, Laser Drill. You can do it. Here's 5 more. So Tutu, what makes you say that Kerrigan's not quite on the same level as Dahaka?
Because you work more. You have to work more for. You have to and you have to be extremely careful early game.
I guess
and
that makes
Dahaka
sense.
collects biomass how?
Oh yeah, that's also true. Dahaka also needs biomass early game.
You don't need it. You just wait until you have Glevic. Glevic has so much HP.
Did you attempt to do any clearing before you had a worm as Kerrigan?
I usually have a worm at the same time
as Kerrigan spawns. Yeah. Okay.
I think.
I wasn't sure if you were using that builder or not, because it's something that I know exists and a lot of people do, but it was like, you are using that, right? Yes.
I don't know. I still like Kerrigan. Maybe I'm just overvaluing stuff like mobilization wave.
That aggroes all that aggroes all the
overcharge.
The overcharge.
It doesn't affect buildings, so no, it doesn't.
Oh, then it's like when you go in afterwards, your P2 thing does, right? Or doesn't?
Nope, that also doesn't hit buildings.
No time like the present.
Our forces have met the enemy in combat.
The enemy's biomass will provide us resources. My search continues. No time like the present. I need answers.
Ready for action.
I need answers. My search continues. I am the enemy is stunned. Attack now.
You just researched chain basic attack.
Ah, then it's that. Something was
yeah.
something was aggroing the buildings.
That is something to be worried about. The chain basic attack will tick off the buildings. You'll make them all very mad at you.
I guess the only thing that I think could work against Kerrigan is how shoot up. Which would
we already established that you want to use either P2 or P3.
Yeah.
So you're fine.
Alright.
I think Kerrigan would be easier than Taka, honestly, but
I think they're right about the same. With the Hawk having pack beaters, Kerrigan and Omega Worms and Mobilization Wave. Also, I like using I would like using Kerrigan's Zerglings here, because the laser can't get all of them. As if the laser didn't have enough problems shooting down Omega Worms. It would also have to target the Zerglings one by one, which would be probably painful. Anyway, so how do we resolve this? Do I break out the coin? Because I'm partial to Kerrigan being A, but without my vote, it's A for Sticksbender and B for 2-2. So I would call it tied, and I need some impartial way to break said tie.
I think if you like are careful, I don't think you have to be extremely careful, but you gotta can't just let her fight while you're macroing or something, and then turn around, she's dead.
That's true. I maybe hide her inside Omega Orb or Burrow while you're fighting.
Yeah. I think she's fine.
Well, she is fine. She can't get A or B are both fine. we're just arguing on whether she's fine or great. That it's a one step difference, not that far. So you know what? How about we put her?
How does she fare against long range?
She hides in the Wegworms, and I would use Zerglings. I guess Splash would be my enemy here, but I would just take that with Kerrigan herself.
I would just use Kerrigan plus Worms and then just get into Ultralisks and then be like, hey, Amon,
That
I
works
have
too.
these boys.
That works too. Okay, here's how we'll do it.
Oh yeah, also technically speaking, what I would do, and I just assumed nobody else would do, but you totally could, is you can have a bunch of queens sitting behind Kerrigan, and then Kerrigan doesn't care about any of the damage from anything.
You
She
sure?
just has infinite health.
50 DPS?
Hi, this is Zeus, aka Video Editor Person. I tried to do this, but I don't play Kerrigan at all. Mine should be level 4 or 5 I guess. I'm not used to the hotkeys, but yet, I did it first try without any burrow shames at all. Get good at the game, is what they say, isn't it?
Your queen.
Yeah, no, she did. Transfuse is basically, here's the thing. One, you still can pop in and out of worms, but more importantly, transfuse is instant. It is 175 health, and it has no cooldown.
Alright. So, okay.
So
Here's how we'll do it.
Can just, well, technically no, it has like a 1 second cooldown on each queen, but if you have multiple queens, it basically has no cooldown. So you can just make Kerrigan survive basically anything, and that's what I often do. But I know that like nobody uses queens as Kerrigan, so that was
Yeah.
just an aside.
I
You can,
know
but
I know we
nobody does,
I
so
can.
don't
use
worry.
queens, but I don't bring them out. I usually keep them at home.
Yeah.
Okay, here's how we'll do it. I have this coin. If it lands on this head, we'll put Kerrigan in A. If it lands in this the central bank seal, we'll put her in B. So it's heads A, central bank seal B. Okay, wait, it landed heads. Show you. Ta-da! All right, landed heads. So A it is. Hooray! Very scientific
Justice for
method.
Kerrigan.